my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and today we continue our video series designed to inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. A lot of times we have situations where people will complain that their ex doesn't really want custody except when it's convenient for them. Now this can cause a lot of ill will, because you can imagine it's hard enough to raise kids. The burden falls on both parents. The benefits are available to both parents. So if you have a situation where you're trying to raise your child and you're getting the help of the other parent, you're working together, however it is, you bring to school, they pick up from school, whatever works, it's fine. The problem is when one parent gets the sense that the other parent only wants custody when it's convenient for them. In other words, they'll have the custody when they happen to be off work. Then they're willing to have the custody. Otherwise, the child's your responsibility. Well, that's not really called sharing custody. On the flip side, if a person has custody all the time but will allow parenting time only when it's convenient for them, in other words, when they can't get a sitter, then they give the child to the other parent, that's not what the law contemplates either. Parents are not substitutes for babysitters, okay? That's not what they're supposed to be. Custodial parents are supposed to engage actively in the raising of the child. It's not about convenience. In most cases, having children is never convenient. It's not about convenience. It's not about using the other person as a babysitter. It's about doing what's in the best interest of the children to raise them in a healthy, appropriate manner. Remember one thing, if you're only taking the child when it's convenient for you, eventually your child's going to figure out, hey, how come it is that most of the time I'm with dad and I only seem to be going to mom when mom happens to be in town, but otherwise she doesn't care to see me? That is going to have an impact on your child. It's going to be a situation where your child is eventually going to realize that they perhaps don't have the importance in your life that they feel they should have. So that's going to have an impact. There's another issue too. Remember that child support is tied to the amount of overnights that the parents have. So if you've got a joint situation where we're splitting it, that's going to impact the support and probably lower it. That's okay if that's truly what the parties are doing. But if in fact the judgment says that it's joint physical custody, but in reality one person only takes the child every now and then when they happen to have off, otherwise the other person has all the custody, at that point it wouldn't be fair to divide the support as the format of joint custody. Rather, it should be that the person has the child most of the time, the other one hardly has the child any of the time. And what happens when one person has the child most of the time? Support goes up. Why? More consumption. More expense associated with that. Somebody who never takes a child and doesn't have the burden of that expense shouldn't have the benefit of a joint situation as it relates to support. So that is impacted by this as well. If you have any questions about your case, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.